Alright folks, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about the Batman Unmasked exhibition that's on at Manchester at the moment in the UK, August 2024. It's on for another couple of weeks or so, so if you're in the area and you enjoy Batman, check it out. What I will say is if you are adverse to spoilers, I suppose if that is such a thing at an exhibition like this, there are a few things that take place that will be better to go in fresh, then by all means head down without watching this video. But if you want to see what's going on, then stay tuned. So as you can see, there's a whole waiting area before you even get to the exhibit, and I think they did a really good job setting it up there, and people are pretty excited to get in. This is sort of a holding area before you get in. It's sort of set up as a Wayne Manor room, I guess. So they had the red phone ring. This is my daughter actually who's answering the phone, and she has to follow some instructions. That's Jim Lee talking on the TV. He's said a few cool things before the exhibit opened, just about how it came to be. So there's probably, I don't know, 30 or 40 of us in the room at the moment, and they do a good job of stalling people, all rushing in at once, coming and going whenever they please. They sort of have it so you're in batches of around 15 minutes or so. 15 minutes you get a new batch of people come through, and they go through these various things during the exhibition, and it does a good job actually, because it means there's never too many people in one area at one time. So this is what they're doing, and when the smoke settles, we're finally allowed through. And straight away you can see a few costumes on show. So this is Robert Pattinson's biker outfit from the beginning of the Batman, and this is of course his motorcycle, so really cool to see that there. This is one of the first things you see when you walk in, and I couldn't take enough pictures and videos of it. I was loving it. And luckily for me, I was able to do a bit of a 360 of it and take some good videos. Not too many people around, pretty cool. So they set up like a sort of mock bat computer situation in this corner, just a few screens really. A little mock-up of his suit there if you want to have a look at that. Now this is where you got a few props from this. These are actual props from the movies themselves, and I don't think I've seen so many Batman props in one place before. It's very cool, very exciting to see. And I think these are all the Ben Affleck ones, if I'm not mistaken. A quick look at the card shows me it's from the Justice League, and there of course is the one from the Batman. You can take off his chest. If there was one of the things I could take home, I would have taken that home if I could have. That was really cool. If they ever sell that as an item, I'll be in trouble. So there's his gauntlet as well. I think he had a little sort of computer in there or something behind that glass. It did a bit of a timeline about the Bat movies when they came out. Pretty cool to see. So we've got a selection of cowls. This was very exciting. So this is obviously Michael Keaton's one. Then that moved on. I think that was a Val Kilmer one, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure this is Clooney's. Then we move on and we've got the Batman Begins one there. Dark Knight. And then the Ben Affleck one there from the Armoured Batman. I really wanted to grab that and take that out. There's another Affleck one there. And then the Pattinson one. They all look so claustrophobic. I thought if I don't know if I'd actually want to put one on my head after seeing that. So here we are. We've got the Lego Batman. That was a cool little touch, and I actually already have this one at home, so pretty cool. So our first look at one of the bat suits, and this is Michael Keaton one. On the side it said it was what he had worn originally, and I think it was reworked for the recent Flash movie. Here's the Dark Knight suit. I've actually seen this one before. Me and Colin went to another exhibition in London, but I've not seen it this close up before, because it was behind a mesh last time and you couldn't really see what's happening. These were behind glass, much easier to see, much easier to photograph, and they look absolutely awesome in person. Here's the Pattinson one, the most sort of realistic of all the bat suits. I'd always thought that anyway, but when you see them all together, you could actually imagine someone cobbling something like this together, couldn't you, in the garage? And it's pretty cool to see up close in person. And there's that piece again. Really awesome. Probably the standout part of the suit, isn't it? So we're back onto the props now. These are all unmistakably 90s. Look at them. Really big, chunky silver things, aren't they? I think these were Batman and Robin, if I'm not mistaken. Then we've got these from the Nolan trilogy. Me wanting to take things home was a running theme. I definitely wanted to grab a couple of those. There's the gauntlets. I want to say Batman Begins ones. That's the sort of backpack he wears in The Dark Knight, that when he's in Hong Kong. He's got his little wings that come out of there. And they're the gauntlets, of course, that he uses to get Joker with at the end of the film, and his grappling gun there. Back to the 90s. So unmistakable in style, aren't they, these? think that was Batman Forever. Is that the one he uses against the Riddler at the end? I'd have to go back and watch that one. But it brought back a lot of childhood memories for me. Back to Nolan trilogy. I'm sure this is what he uses to you detect the radioactive bills at the beginning of the movie. There's his grappling gun as well. This is the periscope I believe he gives to the kid who goes on to play Joffrey. That happens in Batman Begins. So a nice little array there. Back to the Batman Begins gauntlets again. So we're on to the Batman belts now. There's the Christian Bale one. That's an Affleck one. That's what Keaton wears in The Flash. This is the Batman Forever one. And that's the Batman and Robin one there. So another look at the suits here. We were just about to leave this area, and I wanted to get one last look at them, and really I was just trying to delay leaving, because once you move on you can't recut, I suppose, but you don't really move back. So this is what they do now. So there's another area to get to later on, but they're stalling you along the way. So you walk through into this corridor, and there's this stop sign here, and it's stalling you, keeping you in place so other people ahead of you can move on. And when you are finally allowed to go, it was all right for a few seconds, but again, it's a holding area, and it's a hospital room. I'm imagining that's been Jokerized, so there's a few Joker cards on the bed there. You'll see in a second that the picture frame's got the with the real Batman Please Stand Up, I think that was it, from The Dark Knight. So this sort of holds you here for a couple of minutes, and eventually you let through, and I guess this is meant to be from Batman and Robin, Poison Ivy. It's a little bit of a maze you make your way through, like mirrors, and it takes a few minutes to get through, but again, I believe it's just to hold you back so not everyone's rushing through. This was actually quite cool. I enjoyed this from Batman Forever. So you've got a few lasers and things from Batman Forever, and I was okay with this one actually. I thought this was quite cool, quite a good setup. So we're just following these people around, waiting to get to the next bit through here. And what's this? More mirrors, and I don't really know what this is meant to be from. If anyone's got any ideas, I'm guessing maybe Batman and Robin or something, but I don't know what it's meant to be representing. But anyway, we got through that, and we're into the villain part now. So the first part was for the Batman suits and props. Now we're through to the villain. So we saw the board from Joker. These are, I don't know if they're from the movie or not, but I'm guessing it's meant to be from Batman when Joker goes to the museum. There's the boombox. Not seen one of those for a long time. And we got the Riddler suit. That's the first one I think Jim Carrey wears in Batman Forever. I would have loved to have seen the other ones, especially the jogging at night costume he wears towards the end of the film, but not to be. So we've got the Bane mask here. Really nice to see that in person up close. Really good details on it, look. And we've got Poison Ivy's suit here. Decent likeness. We've got Scarecrow's mask. And here we are, Mr. Freeze's suit. So I took a few goes at this one because it was better in person. It was well lit and everything, but it didn't capture very well. But what an awesome presence this suit has. You can almost hear Arnie's voice coming out of it. It was absolutely incredible. Really loved that part of it. And we've got Joker's outfit here. So a bit shorter than I imagined, actually. I don't know if Joaquin Phoenix is a smaller guy or not, but I always imagined Joker a little bit taller, but yeah. But yeah, awesome to see in person. So it makes me wonder if he's wearing a different suit in the second one, if it's here in an exhibition. Here's Penguin's suit. We've got Selena Kyle's Catwoman balaclava there as well. And there's Harley Quinn. My daughter was very excited to see this one. This was a fan favourite, I think. I think a lot of people were excited to take photos of this. Very good likeness, and really nice. Here's Joker's mask he wears at the beginning of The Dark Knight when he's doing the bank robbery. And here's his nurse's outfit that he wears when he blows up the hospital. They've even done the hands in the sort of pose that he was doing there in the film. So here's a few more props. There's the pencil. I couldn't believe that. Really made me laugh seeing the pencil in the exhibit. I did not imagine seeing that day. So we've got a few more bits and pieces there as well. We've got the shoes he wears with a little blade coming out that he kicks Batman in the shin with. Got a brolly. Does that belong to Penguin, I would imagine? A few more bits and pieces. I think this is from the latest Batman movie, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, of course it is, yeah, because there's the Riddler. I was surprised at this because I was fooled into thinking it was a real drink that did manage to put a question mark in, but no, I was fooled. Here are the cards that he leaves as clues for the Batman. I was just in awe that these things that were on that film were just right here in front of me. Like you could almost reach through and pick them up and have a look. Which obviously paid good money to see in person, and I was not disappointed with these. They were really nice to see. I was just trying to get inside the cars there to see if they'd been written in there too, and they were. Not disappointed there. It's got a few more bits and pieces down here. I think that's what Bane wore. The headset, that's what he speaks into in the stadium, I think. That belongs to Catwoman. Here's Joker's medical records from the Joker movie, and of course the mask. And look at these giant things from the 90s films were just something else, weren't they? Look how big that device is, and obviously you got the coin and the watch there as well. That is chunky. That's the right state, isn't it? We'll come back and look at those from the other side. But moving on, this is Mr. Freeze's big gun. Just epic, massive to see in person. There's the diamond as well. A couple of diamonds, actually. And there's the snow globe. And here are these slippers that he wore in the film, which, when you link back, it just irks you, doesn't it? Because Mr. Freeze, I always thought was quite a sad character, but he was just cracking all these jokes, wearing slippers. It didn't sit right with everyone. Here's the Poison Ivy bits and pieces, the photograph with Bane in it. And there's the necklace. Loads of Batman and Robin props, actually, I noticed on this exhibition. There's Harley's mallet there from Suicide Squad. And there's the Riddler's cane there as well. Really well preserved, a lot of these, aren't they? To say that they're 30 years old. And that's Deckard's face mask from Batman Begins. Now this is where it starts to get really exciting. I spent most of the time in here with the tumbler, and I've got to tell you, in person, it is huge. It's a beast of a vehicle. You can see that when you're watching the film, but in person, it's even more impressive. I was just blown away by what an absolute beast of a machine this is. And I haven't seen the tumbler in person before, only smaller to scale versions. So to see it right there, you just wanted to get in it and drive away. The tyres are absolutely massive. I think it's as you're coming around the back that you really appreciate how big this beast of a vehicle actually is. I mean, I don't know if it translates through the screen, but it's just so wide. These tyres are absolutely massive. Someone touched, I don't know if you just saw it in that picture, but someone was touching it and they got told off. So I made sure I stayed well back, but I'm just getting a bit of a closer look now so you can see more of the details. A lot of these Batman props and vehicles and things, sometimes I think in person you can be disappointed, but they're all so well done, and nothing disappointing about any of these props of vehicles at all. It was so awesome. And again, like with the costumes in the Batman room, I was really sort of biding my time, trying to delay, because the others were waiting for me to come, and I was just saying get a few more shots. Here's the Batmobiles through the years. Done a video on that recently, which is the best Batmobile, so check that out. And then this is the sort of area that they pull you through to at the end. It's got games, you can take a few more photos, a little Scale Electric, some comics to read, toys, and it's pretty much over at this point. A bit of Scale Electric look, there's a Batman car and a Joker car, and that was pretty much the end of the exhibition, really. After this, there was a shop where you could buy some hoodies, some toys. But yeah, as you'd expect, quite expensive in there. I got a photo, and we got key rings and fridge magnets and things. So got some souvenirs to take away for the end of the day. We spent about an hour in there, and that was just carefully going through and just reading all the placards and taking in all the props. The three of us that went, we all really enjoyed it. We had a great time. It was a great day, and I would say there wasn't as many costumes as we saw when we went to a different exhibition, Colin and I, in London. That was probably 5-6 years ago, I guess. They had a lot more costumes there, a lot more Joker ones, a lot more it was a DC one, that one, so there was Superman and Wonder Woman. So I would love to have seen a few more costumes, because I know they've got them. There was the Ledger costume that we saw, there was Nicholson, there was all sorts of things there. I took some photos up, so I was hoping to see those. So I thought they were missing quite a lot. I don't know why, because they've had them all together before, but I would still say I probably prefer this to that, because it was a good experience. They presented it really well. All the outfits were really clear. You could almost reach through and touch them, whereas, like I mentioned earlier, when I've been to another exhibition, they're behind a mesh that I didn't photo very well, and it was not a good setup. But this was pretty awesome. I was really pleased. I had a big old smile on my face taking all these videos. Couldn't wait to put something together for everybody on this channel. And if you're a Batman fan, if you enjoy the costumes, enjoy props, it is expensive to go, I won't lie. It was about a little under £30 a ticket, and then you have to add on your fees as well. So it weren't a cheap day, not by any means, but I would say money well spent. So yeah, I recommend it, and if you get a chance to get down there, head on down. So thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.